Riley trying to get that slow on, but the length just erring a little bit on the fuller side.
What does he come back with here, Naveen al-Haq? He went length, and he wants it. Oh, I think it would have been trouble for Ben. He gets home, but a direct hit would have been interesting.
Yeah, I think you're right, Danny. Could have been trouble. It didn't ground his bat because Naveen sort of came in the way. There's a bit of a clash.
Well, he wanted to run wide. I don't know what it is with you star batters, Rowan Gavaskar. You put your head down, get all that padding on, and just run a straighter line, and put your head down and slide the bat. And if you get hit in the helmet, that's okay. You've got a helmet on. You're worried about the one hits on the inside thigh or under the chest.
Anywhere on the body, yeah, anywhere on the body.
When he ran wider, it crashed into the bowler. Would have been out if it had hit the stumps directly. Cost him his wicket. We have had one over, and the Bulls are 10 for none. Not a bad start, a couple of boundaries, courtesy of Tom Banton. To Haskelloo. Interesting character with his idiosyncrasies of loading up, top of his mark, fizzing on through with his wristband. Very unique.
Yeah, I thought he was very impressive in the previous game. Bowled really, really well, and just going through his routine of making sure he's ready to bowl.
Rightio, here he is. Here we go. Russo gets lucky here. Thrashing blade with an outside edge that just gets up over a short third man.
Yeah, everyone needs a little bit of luck, especially as a batter early on in your innings. Threw his bat at it, got that outside edge. I've said it before, one of the more productive shots in white ball cricket, the edge.
You like an edge, don't you?
I love it.
Love a flag.
Yeah, absolutely love an edge, because look, you can't set a field to it. You can't set a field to it. The ones which fly off thick and fast, more often than not, you're going to get a boundary.
You scored a lot with it, didn't you?
It was on the inside edge, not so much the outside one.
Mine tended to go off the edge onto the poles everywhere for naught. Ah! Yes! Riley! Rousseau! You know when you've been Rousseau'd. The sex.
Wowza! Have a look at this. That's flown from the middle of the bat. 20 for no loss in just 8 deliveries. Well, we were just begin. Had Suglu up, saying that he bowled really well in that last game. He's gone for 10 of the first 2.
Oh, he's done well to pick that up. Ow. Man, that was travelling too. Russo was thinking the same thing. Oh, just a free swing. Again, the left-handers. You guys just made it look easy. Well bowled. Just held that back. Saw Russo go early, and he just held it back a fraction.
Yeah, good comeback. Excellent comeback. Went for 10 of the first 2, then a dot and a single. Excellent stuff. As you were mentioning, Dan, he's got a very unique action, very unique way of loading up. But when it comes to actually delivering the delivery, he's got it all spot on.
his timing, his sequence timing at the crease is good. Yeah, it's just the routine they go through spinners. I think a lot of wrist spinners over the decades, don't you? Get into this revved up and a bit different. Conference here between Russo and Banton. This has gone for 11 with 2 to go, so it's another good over for the Bulls. What can Pete Hatzoglou finish with now? Oh, hello. That is tasty. That is outrageous. And Nigel Long loves it and said it's about this big.
Oh, what a beautiful shot. You've got to ask yourself, as a new generation cricketer, new generation avid cricket watcher, is there a better shot than the reverse sweep?
Oof. Up against a wrist spinner. I know it's not gripping and turning and bouncing, but still, the risk factor involved. And again. Hashtag too easy. Huh. Over goes for 21. We've had 2 and the Bulls are 31 for 0. Well, they need 90 from 48. This has been a cracking start here. They've been going at 15 and a half. Their asking rate originally was 12. So this is very good.
Well, you asked the question earlier, Danny. Can the Bulls do something that no other team has done so far this tournament? Can they win chasing? They've gone off to the start that they would have wanted. Run rate over 15. Required rate under 12.
Yeah, it's a great start, and this is what you want. You're going about the power play in T10 or any power play of any white ball format, but particularly this, the 2 overs, and it could disappear. Here's Andrew Tye with his bag of tricks. 2 dots. Now, Riley's not happy about something. Someone walking in front of the screen, or might have been the players arriving, is it? Moving.
Yeah, I think it's the players from the next game just walking behind the screen. But Andrew Tye, using his experience, using his nous, knowing where to bowl, changing his length, mixing his pace. 2 dots.
Not this time. No 3rd dot. It has been smoked over deep backward square for 6 more.
It just makes it look so easy, that pickup shot, does Riley Russo. He's still a little unhappy with the movement behind the screen. And you know what that tells you, Danny? That tells you that every ball is so important in this format. He feels he's missed out on 1 ball due to no fault of his, and he's upset about this even after hitting a 6. That's why every ball's an event in the T10.
100%. Not a happy camper. And it is the difference sometimes, isn't it? Particularly T10, 1 ball. I can't believe it. He'll be furious here because he got a great little start. Did Riley Russo, who's going some with a couple of 6s and a 4, but he is now out.
Yeah, he hit that really well, though. He timed it well, just couldn't get the placement right. Went straight to Abid. Comfortable height, comfortable. Didn't really have to move. You can see Riley Russo still upset about the movement behind the stumps. This was there to be hit, though, wide. Yeah. Comfortable height for Abid. Much needed breakthrough for Team Abu Dhabi. Riley Russo goes for 18, is 37 for 1.
Jordan Cox is the man at first drop. He's in at number 3. That run rate, not surprising, he's dropped down from just over 15s and a halves to 13.9s. Andy Ty. Talking about pushing for 2, it's not there. A good hustle in the field, needed to be. And yeah, Riley Rousseau, that little cameo, striking at 200, 18 from 9, did his thing. But he'll be a bit disappointed in terms of getting out the way he did, because it was there to be slapped.
Yes, it was. Just didn't get the placement right. He hit it quite well enough, but straight to Abid. But you've also got to say, this is like, I think this is really good captaincy from Chris Lynn. His team went for a few in the first 2. What does he do? Goes to his most experienced bowler. Says, listen, Andrew, here you go. I need something from you, and Andrew has delivered. 7 of this over so far, including a wicket. Excellent over.
Gutsy. Banton feels he can pull out the reverse again. Not this time. We've had 3. The Bulls are 38 for 1. Team Abu Dhabi got to 120 thanks to Brandon King. It really was some superb striking at the end. Is El Rashid. Hello. Get a glove or an edge, anyone. Keeper, batter, anyone. So this one, what a great googly to start with from Rashid.
Yeah, that's beaten everyone. Batter, keeper. Yeah, Rashid's having a little wry smile. Economy of 11.36, best of 3 for 15. I think he's going to be such a key player for Team Abu Dhabi.
Well, the batter got an edge on this one, and the keeper managed to stop it. They're both having a chuckle. Well, this is where he could be a handful. It's a James Vince with the gloves on. A part-time work, tall man for a keeper, so it's hard to get low. Nigel said there's nothing wrong with this.
Yeah, excellent delivery, because he gave it a little bit more air, threw it outside the off stump. And with that little turn away from the batter, was always going to be a hard ball to hit.
That's not so. Cox says, I've had a gutful of that not being called a wide. He's still not happy about it, so he says, hey, I'm going to have a piece of this one, Rashid.
Yeah, and this was different from the previous delivery, because this was flatter, quicker, and the line wasn't as wide as it was in the previous delivery, closer to the stumps, which allowed Cox to have a free swing of the bat. Slower once again. And that's the pace that Rashid, I think, will try and exploit with his experience and with his ability. I'm quite sure he would have sussed out that the quicker he bowls, the flatter he bowls, it's not going to help him.
So you got here now, Rashid. It's better. Vince wanted to clear his lungs. 9 off the 4th, 47 for 1. Thank you. Coming up very shortly, third match of our triple header. We've got the Bungler Tigers
crossing swords with the Chennai Braves here at Zayed in season 6 of the Abu Dhabi T10. Braves got an absolute flogging last night. That was our third encounter then too. So let's see if they can play a bit better against the Tigers, who love a bit of pink as well. Mr. Butt. And he's been scythed away for a single from Cox. That's it.
Yeah, he'll take that. Good start to the over. Just a single off the first delivery. Run rate now 11.5, required 12.5, so not too far behind the 8 ball at the moment. Delhi Bulls. Nine wickets in hand, and if Tommy B can stick around for a while, this could get interesting.
Or has he hit it? Did he hit it? No, he didn't! Left index fingers come up, and it is the end of Tommy Banton, Ron Gavaskar.
Yeah, he's missed a full bunker, hasn't he? Just have a look at that. Swung a little bit, full toss though.
That's your fault.
Listen, as much as I like to say commentator's curse, and yeah, probably is, but that's a full toss. He's missed it, played all round it. Plumb as you get. No one had any doubt. Tommy Banton, he's got to go for 19. It's 48 for 2.
It is the long frame of Tim David. He comes out to the middle after 4.2 overs, and the Bulls are 48 for 2. So they've lost back-to-back wickets quickly. Rousseau out, and then Banton. So we've got a couple of new gentlemen out there. Cox has only just got out there himself. He's on 9. And Tim David has just picked up a brace. But yeah, Mr. Full Bunger, as you say, Rowan Gavaskar, and it just started to straighten into a swing. Look, it was always coming back, wasn't it? So it's hit probably about middle and leg, very low down on the stumps. You just can't miss those ones.
Well, especially not if you're a player of Tom Banton's class.
And you've just smashed 19 on 10. So he wasn't just out there, you're seeing it like a pumpkin. But don't get in there. Do not get in there. And the ball has won the race yet again. Another boundary and a 50 up for the Bulls.
Yeah, that's a walk in the park for a player of David's class. Half volley on the pads. He's going to dispatch that every day of the week. No problem whatsoever. Got the placement right as well.
Oh, scored in the corner with a header. Did you see that?
World Cup fever's taking over, isn't it, Danny?
Oh dear. It's come off the boundary cushion and a little headbutt over the fence. But that's right. The bowler. Oh, I love it. It's all happening here. And the Bulls, well, they're ticking along. They're going at the asking rate, pretty much, just under it. Got a contest on.
Yeah, look, I think if they can keep this up for the next 3 overs, make sure they need about anything close about between 25 and 13 the last 2, you've got to say game on.
Yeah, 100%. Provided, hopefully, you got one of them at least a top player like one of these two. And even if you lost a couple more wickets or a few more, you're batting with someone who's quite capable in that lower middle order, like a Ahmad Wasim. Well, we have had 5 halfway in the innings, and the balls are 57 for 2.
Hello, gang. So 57 for 2, good game in store. There's 64 required from 30. Adil Rashid to Tim David, to the big players on the world stage. Good stuff from Rashid. Current run rate 11.4, required up towards a 13 mark. That's that one out the front of the hand. Just nipped in nicely. Beautiful bit of bowling from Rashid. His version of the flipper, I suppose. Another dot. Sports Buzz dot balls are going well here. Team Abu Dhabi. 14 of them, look at that. Celebrate those 14 bits of magic for the bowling side. And what they normally do, the dot balls, they bring a bit of a chance of a wicket. This time it's just a single deep square leg, but the pressure builds with every ball that doesn't go to the boundary. The rate required now 14. 63 from 27 balls. Certainly with Cox and David at the crease, they can do it. They've got the talent, they've got the power. But they're being foxed by England's #1 at the moment. Not being weighed down by that World Cup winners medal. Shown us his full bag of tricks. Now we go high. Do we go high enough? You bet we do. This has gone miles. It's a maximum. Wry smile and a shake of the head by Adil Rashid. He's not done a lot wrong there. But this one really does disappear. Here we go, high in the night sky and out of the park. The googling to follow up. Good field placing down in the boundary. He said, don't get back for 2. So 6 overs gone now. The ball 66 for 2. More spin for Team Abu Dhabi. That's Glue. The man with the bizarre start to his run-up. Very fine bowler, though. He's made a name for himself in 2020. Here he goes. Flick, flick, flick. This one goes down the leg side. Turn around the corner. The fielder's putting in a good chase. Is he going to get there? Just. We don't see many threes in the Abu Dhabi T10, but I think we've just seen one there. Right, let's go downstairs because the wonderful Erin Holland, she's waiting for us.
Yes, Swanee, I've got Richard Gleeson from the Delhi Bulls. 1 for 14 off your 2 today, so very economical, including that massive wicket of Chris Lynn. Any bowling plans in particular for him today?
Yeah, short and wide, I think, was the plan that I went with. It was just hard lengths and try and get his wicket early. We tried to be aggressive against him because we know he can take the game away from you. DJ put the slip in early on, no cover, and I was a bit sceptical about the plan, but it paid off and we got the wicket early.
Now, you played a couple of seasons of Abu Dhabi T10. How's the game evolved since, I think we were saying a couple of years ago, I remember 2018 you were part of the side. Like, how has the game evolved in your eyes and what's changed?
I think guys never feel out of the game now. They know and they've seen what can happen in a game, and you can chase down 20 off the last 3 if it comes to that. I think the bowling's evolved as well. There's more slower balls, more variations, and guys are trying to adapt and make new plans each year. So it's definitely evolved the game, and it's passed over into other formats as well.
It's not easy being a bowler, is it?
Not in this, but sometimes we can win a game, so you're a chance.
And how about the Delhi Bulls? You're with the franchise this year. How have you found your experience with the team, and how do you see the game at the moment, I suppose?
Brilliant. We've enjoyed the franchise so far. It's been great. We've had some good training leading in. We've set our plans. We know what our roles are. It's all been very clear. We've just got to go out and execute now. And in terms of today, who knows? Anything can happen.
And what's the champion DVG Bravo like as a captain?
Oh, he's great, especially for a bowler, to have a bowling captain. You can bounce your ideas off him, and he'll give you clear answers to whether he thinks, yeah, go with that or stick something else. So he's great for the bowlers.
Awesome. Well, we so appreciate your insight and your time, and good luck for the rest of this one.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Glees. I like that. What was the plan? Short and wide. Even admitted he didn't like the plan, having to slip in, but it worked. Big appeal. This one's gone. The finger's gone up. That's a Galoo. Strikes Tim David. Gone for the sweep. Missed it. And the leg spinner grabs his pole. Danny Morrison.
Yeah, well, the Aussies are having a say, aren't they? Because you had Andrew Ty come in, and he needed to get a wicket for Chris Lynn and co. And here's Pete Hazlewood getting it for Team Abu Dhabi, and it's an important one because Tim David and be so dangerous. He's gone for 20 off a dozen, and the Bulls lose their 3rd wicket at 77.
Oh, 44 runs required, 19 deliveries to go. That's certainly chaseable. Ball is the new man with the bat in hand. Chemo.
Another KP.
The KP. That's right, we've got Kyron Pollard, now we've got Chemo Paul. You're a naughty man, Danny. A naughty man indeed. That's going to be a wide. Or is it? Surely it is. Chemo Paul says, what on earth are you doing?
फिर अगले बार थोड़े टाइम से रुक गए तो भाई 2-3 से ऐड रहना